Is the United States about to invade Venezuela? No, the signs really don't point to an invasion. Right now, President Trump has sent 8 warships and about 4,000 Marines, and they're hanging out off the coast right now. That is not an invasion force. We had about 5 or 6,000 Americans in the invasion of Afghanistan, but they were backed up by about 20,000 Afghan militiamen. And the invasion of Iraq had about 150,000 coalition troops, and Panama had way more than 4,000 people. What Trump is doing, quote unquote, fighting drug trafficking, is he's giving Maduro the squeeze because Maduro has not been complying to Trump's satisfaction with repatriating Venezuelans from the United States. So he's attacking Maduro's money. Remember that Nicolas Maduro has two very important jobs as far as that regime is concerned. Number one, he is Cuba's puppet in its colony, Venezuela, because the Cuban state still controls ultimately and runs the affairs of the Venezuelan state. And number two, he is head of the Suns cartel. So yes, the warships interdicting boats that will be carrying Venezuelan cocaine and other Venezuelan raw material type drugs, not necessarily finished product, but at least raw materials. Yes, that is going to attack Maduro's money. I don't think the Trump administration wants to do more sanctions, regular sanctions right now, because they are doing everything they can to let Chevron continue to operate under the radar, hence attacking Maduro's drug money. Personally, I don't see any one of the Venezuelan generals handing Maduro over. I know a lot of people have been paying attention to Maria Corina and Edmundo Gonzalez, the president-elect, who still has not assumed the interim presidency. So even in that analysis I did back when he got elected, a little over a year ago, I was still overestimating him. And that was a pessimistic analysis. Anyway, Maria Corina and Edmundo have been talking about Venezuelan generals. Come on, follow the Constitution, serve your country, not the dictatorship, switch sides. They're not going to because Cuba still has its soldiers in Venezuela, disguised as Venezuelans, trained to speak in Venezuelan accents in every Venezuelan military and police command. So the military is not going to switch sides. However, this could isolate Maduro. Also, every time there's pressure from the United States, the regime always doubles down on the internal pressure on its own soldiers and police, and it starts strong-arming more people who get food rations from the CLAP agency to join the Bolivarian militia to be cannon fodder in a theoretical invasion, but it gives them an excuse to exercise tighter control at home. Nonetheless, putting a $50 million bounty on him and then sending warships down there and then messing with his drug money by interdicting boats that have drugs, that could hurt him in the short term. But I do not think President Trump is trying to overthrow Maduro. Remember, he is friends with Vladimir Putin, and Maduro works in favor of Putin's interests. So I think he just wants to put pressure on Maduro. So given President Trump's very positive relationship with Vladimir Putin, who wants Maduro to stay in power in Venezuela, and there are still Russian civilian advisors and civilian technical experts and private military contractors still working in Venezuela even today. They're still there. I really don't see Trump trying to overthrow that guy just because of his friendship with Putin. But the administration is eager to continue deporting Venezuelans. So I think the warships and messing with the drug money is a way for the Trump administration to put pressure on Maduro to accept more deportees, or to personally send his government's airplanes to fly more Venezuelan deportees out of the U.S. That's what he really wants.